Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am going to be showing you my favorite smoothie recipe today. It is a recent discovery, it's pretty quick, so I'm gonna just get started. This is a Vitamix mixer, but this smoothie, because there's not too many like hard ingredients, I think you could use it with any blender, but obviously I love my Vitamix. So first off, I put the water in. So I'm gonna start off with a cup of water. I've pre-measured it so that I don't have to run over there to the sink and can stay in the frame. The Vitamix actually has the measuring on it, which is also helpful, but that's just for another story. So after the water, I put about a cup of kale, frozen kale, just because it's easier to keep and just makes your whole smoothie a lot colder anyways. So that's gonna go in there. So I also love to put celery in my veggie smoothies because I think it just gives it such a nice fresh aroma. So this is just like the center of the celery stick that I had left from this week. I am going to be putting in some of the leaves, not all of them. All right, so it seems like the lighting might be an issue for this because every time I look it's brighter and then every time I look away it's not, so maybe I'll just try to stand here maybe. Okay, half an avocado. This is a baby one, but half will do. It's just for that extra creamy texture. You don't have to cube it up so much. Have to get it in there because the blender is gonna do the trick since avocados are pretty mushy anyways. And then next up I'm gonna put a full apple in there. Any kind of apple usually can do. I like to use like Cortland's. I don't know which this one is. This is a random apple. This one is a Spartan apple. You can use any kind of apple. I tend to go on the sweeter side because that's like really the only sweet that I put in this smoothie. Please don't judge my knife skills. If you guys are chefs, I am not a chef. I just cut how I can. So I was using Cortland's for a bit and I felt like they were too soft, and it is a bigger apple, so that just kind of like, it made it too thick. So I might end up adding a little bit more water into this smoothie because the last couple times I felt like it wasn't enough water, but I want to see how this one goes again. For this celery, I normally do 2 stalks, but because we were in the interior side of the celery, I'm just gonna do the whole interior part. Fresh ginger, I am going to de-skin it because I don't want the brown skin all up in my smoothie. Guesstimate like how much ginger I put. Probably put about like a palm's full worth of this stuff. So this is kind of like how big it is right now, but I'm probably gonna put a little bit more of that. Just chop it. So I do chop the ginger because I find that it doesn't blend as well if I put too big of a piece in it because it's so fibrous. So I just cut it into these thin slices, basically the same slices that I use for my ginger tea, which I think I'll show you eventually my recipe. And then finally I'm gonna put some Spirulina. This is just like the organics brand that I got from HomeSense, and I need to get a spoon. All right, so 1 serving of Spirulina is about 1 teaspoon. So I put about 2 teaspoons into this. It's not an exact teaspoon measuring. So this is the stuff that makes my smoothies like extra green. I posted it on Instagram and some people were asking like how I got that green. It's because of the Spirulina. So last but not least, I'm gonna put 2 ice cubes in there just for extra coldness, and then start blending. Okay, so that's done. It looks pretty green. Kind of the same color that all my other smoothies have been. I'm gonna go pour that out now. So this is my go-to smoothies jar. It's from Canadian Tire, I believe. Straws from Amazon, and I have a lid that's also from Amazon. I will show you the consistency up close. So this is basically how much all those ingredients makes a smoothie, about this size, maybe a little bit left over. And And that's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed my smoothie video. So all the ingredients I just used makes about a smoothie this size. So if you want to make more, just double it or triple it, however you want. I am super excited to keep making these videos. It's actually a lot of fun. If you guys have any recipes you want me to try out, I'd love to. I'm definitely not like a recipe creator. This one just kind of happened because that's what was in my fridge, but I would love to like try recipes out and tell you guys how I like it. If you guys like the video, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram, and I will see you next time.